Yo, what's good, YouTube? It is your boy Flyer69 coming at you guys today with episode 1 of the Oakland A's Franchise Mode. Now it's a new series, a new game coming to the channel. We're doing an MLB The Show 2022 Franchise Mode series. I wanted to do an MLB series. I used to do a lot of MLB series back on my older channels, but I decided, I kind of want to do one. The Phillies being back in the playoffs and the run they're having kind of, I don't know, for whatever reason, made me want to do a MLB The Show franchise mode. So here we are. We're doing the Oakland A's franchise mode, and boys, when I tell you, this team is dog shit, and this is one of the reasons why I chose them. They're terrible. This was once a storied franchise. I mean, they were damn good. I mean, a big name franchise, and now look at them. They are trash. I mean, they are terrible. I mean, they barely have like 10 people show up to their games. I mean, literally nobody goes to their games. No one at all. So it's a fall from grace for the A's. They were good a couple of years ago, but now they trade Olsen, they traded Chapman, Sean Manaea. They traded everybody. Everyone's getting shipped out of town. And more than likely, they're leaving Oakland very shortly, which is a shame because there's still a good fan base in Oakland. But they don't show up to the game. Do you want to show up to that shitty ballpark? I wouldn't. I mean, why would you? That ballpark is horrible. I wouldn't want to go there. But it is what it is. They're not going to get a new stadium. So Oakland's probably going to lose the A's here. They lost the Warriors already, and they lost the Raiders. So, and Oakland is pretty down bad with their sports teams right now. And look at that team budget, $56 million. Is that the lowest in the league? I think it's got to be $56 mil. It's the lowest. That is indeed the lowest. So we're working with the lowest budget, lowest everything. This is probably going to be the hardest team to rebuild, which gives me a challenge, obviously. So this should be fun. And I'm very curious how it's going to go, especially with no budget. Obviously, Moneyball. Obviously, you could do that, which probably you could. I mean, we're going to try and grow that budget. We're going to try and be a powerhouse and really get a good amount of money where we can make moves in free agency, but it's going to take a while until we get to that point. So it's going to be a very long progress where we're going to have to really work through the draft. And speaking of the draft, let me touch up on this right now. We are doing, obviously, there's already the draft in the game where it is, the amateur draft. They have it already. You have that typical draft. I'm adding a different draft of my own into the series. Now, let me explain this. I'm having my own draft having you guys, the viewers or subscribers, make players, and I'm going to do a little draft. And your players are going to get drafted to said team. And how this is going to work, for this first season, we're going to do 15 players. And so it will be the bottom 10 teams in the league will be put into a lottery draft, just like how it is with the NHL or the NBA and whatever. You have the lottery draft. And then for the 5 extra teams for those picks, they will be randomized. So potentially a team that is in the bottom 10 could be having another pick and have a second pick for one of those 15 players. So that will be interesting. So the bottom 10 teams in the league will be automatically in for the subscriber draft, and 5 random. So you can see the Yankees, Angels, Dodgers. Shit, we could get 2. Somehow it was randomized lottery, whatever the hell happens. I will also do it during the video, so I can't rig it, whatever. You'll see the lottery, you'll see everything, the process. It will be done through the videos. You'll see them. So obviously, like I said, I can't rig it for myself or whatever. And now the players, here's what I'm going to need you guys to do. In the comments below, I'm going to need you guys to drop your name, your position, your handedness, where you're going to be left-handed, right-handed, your height and weight, your jersey number, and the place of origin, whether you be from Cuba, PA, Canada, Dominican Republic, wherever you want to be from. Put that in the comments below so I can get you into the series, into the draft, and this will take place during the off season. So the first off season we will be doing this draft. So that will be very interesting to see and how that's going to work. And for example, I'm already had one player I auto-generated. I just did a random name generator. I already kind of made a player. His name is Vince Holloway. He's a second baseman. He's a handed lefty. He's a height 6'1", and he weighs 210 pounds. His jersey number would be like 21 or whatever. I don't know. And now here's how this is going to work. So the players that I make, I will put up once I have all the 15 players named, okay? I'm going to randomize their potential. Obviously, you're not going to... Well, yeah, I'll randomize their potential, and then once I get all the results, I will put it in the video on a... what it will be, chart, some graphic, whatever. I'll put it on something, and I'll showcase it in a video where it will be their potential, but I won't show their overall and what they're potentially going to be. So I will only show their potential. Now, will this benefit me being potentially one of the bottom 10 teams? Potentially, but we're eventually going to get away from that. So it is what it is. So I will give out their potential. So you will probably know who's going to be the highest potential player being taken, but you won't know their overalls, and I will do that randomized. So they could be MLB ready. They could be taking quite a few seasons to be MLB ready. It will all be randomized. I will do it through some random generator, and I'll do it that way. And once we have the players picked out, I will do that process when it is done and ready to go. So that's how that's going to work. And if you have any questions or any ideas or suggestions, drop them in the comments below. So this will be a good way to engage viewers and everything, to get involved and see themselves or wherever their player themselves, the player they created in the series, and see if they can, take a team to the World Series or whatever, and see how they can progress. It also depends on, honestly, how the generator goes with the potential. Also, another reason why I want to do this is because after a couple seasons, the already built-in amateur draft gets very weak. So you get some decent players through this draft that we have for subscribers and viewers. This will be a good way to kind of counteract that. I feel like that'll be a very, very good thing to do. It's actually a pretty smart thing. Obviously, engage the viewers, everything else. So now that I've gone through that, let's get into the mode now. I've been jabbering for a little bit while here, but I do think it'll be a very, very good thing for the series. We'll do manual, and we'll go straight to the regular season, because why the fuck would we do spring training? It doesn't make no reason for it. I mean, no point. All right, let's look at this roster. You got Sean. Who is our... All right, I actually don't know who our best prospect is. I really don't know much about the A's, honestly, besides like Sean Murphy, Cole Irvin, who used to be a Philadelphia Philly. If you didn't know that, well, now you do. He started his career in Philadelphia. Raymond Laureano, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I know him, but I don't know if I pronounced it right. Who is our best potential prospect? Okay, you got Tyler Soderstrom. Okay, we actually don't have much. Christian Poch. How the fuck you say his last name? He used to play for the Braves. He was just in a trade when Olsen went over to the Braves. He was in that trade. So okay, Paul Blackburn, he was hurt, but we'll bring him up on the 40-man roster. We'll do that. I'll do all that in a moment. We'll fix that up. No big deal. But this team's trash. We already know this. It's gonna be a long haul to really get this team good. It'll be a long, long haul. Tyler Soderstrom, he's 20 years of age, 61 overall. His potential's an A. How's he gonna develop? I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see how that develops. We literally need every position. So this is going to be a hellhole. Literally, we ranked at the bottom of almost everything, bro. Literally almost everything. We're at the bottom. So we have a long I thought I kind of stopped for a moment because I thought they announced if the Phillies game got postponed or not. I am recording this the day of, it's supposed to be Game 3. I don't know if Game 3 is going to happen or not. I'm still waiting to hear if it's going to happen. I'm hoping, but also if it doesn't happen, it actually benefits the Phillies, but also benefits the Astros. But it really does help the Phillies, because then Ranger Suarez will be able to go for Game 3 if it gets postponed. But what the fuck's the MLB doing, honestly? they're making people waste their fucking time going to the stadium if they are going to postpone this. They're making people waste their time, their money, the parking, whatever. This fucking guy, every time, I'm telling you, this dog. Okay, back to what I was saying. They're really screwing over a lot of the fans where they're already paying for parking and whatever. They're really screwing them over, but should have announced this earlier, but I guess it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Obviously, you guys will know before me, but we'll see what happens here. We're going to make a move here if we can. We're going to try and sign Michael Conforto to a 2-year deal. At least roster is currently full. Okay, I gotta cut somebody. All right, but we want Conforto. I think he'll be a solid player to have for this season, so we'll release him. I want Conforto, so we'll sign Michael Conforto so he can play right field. So obviously, we need almost literally every position, so get Conforto. All right, he signs. Better than not playing at all, Conforto. So welcome to Oakland, buddy. All right, so we have. Oh, I gotta add this guy to the 40-man roster. Alright, I gotta do this. This is a little bit of a pain in the ass. Okay. Let's take off a couple people from the 40-man so I can get this all situated. Okay, so move Blackburn to the MLB and bring up Conforto, and we should be good. Alright, we are good indeed. Alright, so goals for this season, obviously, there is no goals. Literally, there is no goals. I mean, what would I say our goals would be? There's literally no expectations for this team besides to be shit. This team is going to be shit. I mean, we're going to be probably trading Sean Murphy more than likely because he probably is going to get a good market for him. And we can probably get a good return depending what's available. And we can see what we can do with that. I mean, and there's literally, I guess you could say Blackburn you could trade, but I'd like to have at least a couple of good pitchers, you know what I mean? Because we have nobody else besides Blackburn and Irvin. I mean, Irvin's okay. He's mid. I mean, literally, our third best pitcher is a 70 overall. So, like, this team is dog water. So, you got to really look into that. All right, scouting. We need to scout. All right. Let me go hire some good scouts instead of those trash-ass scouts that they already picked out. Okay, we're going to get some goated ones here. We're gonna fire. We'll keep Derek Beckham, but we're firing everybody else. You're fired, buddy. Oh, didn't mean to do that, but I mean that works. Oh, okay. West. We need a central guy. Well, good enough. You're hired, buddy, and we'll get internet. Jonathan Elise, you're hired. All right, boom. And we also need a central. So I might have just wasted money. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Alright, Central. We'll go for Adrian Taylor. Yeah, we're good there. We can stay good as is. Alright, Scout. We're gonna do literally anything and everything. So we'll do outfield, pitcher. Wait. Central, pitcher, and we'll do infield here for the international. Okay, because like I said, we need literally every position. Doug Castro does seem to be a pretty nice player here. So does Alan Smith. And we're going to be at the... Actually, I'm not sure if we're going to be at the... have a good pick. I don't think we're going to right away. This upcoming draft. I don't know how good our pick's going to be, but there's some good, decent young players already that we know of before we've even scouted. So that's going to be good to see. Lineups we're gonna mess with now because obviously Conforto or whatever. Actually, I have to mess with the MLB roster. Yeah, I have to mess with the MLB roster before I do anything else. All right, Nick Allen, you're getting dropped, buddy. I'm sorry, not really. Bye bye. And we'll drop Garcia to the AAA, and we're good to go. All right, lineup wise, what do we need? Conforto, yep, put him there, and we need shortstop. I think it looks like we do indeed need shortstop. Fuck. Who do I want to play shortstop? I guess Kevin Smith. I really have no other choice. You're playing shortstop, buddy. Actually, he doesn't even have that bad at hitting stats, but we'll see what happens here. All right. Who do I want to be the leadoff hitter? Oh, I mean, we have great options, don't we, boys? We literally have, like, no good hitters. Oh, boy. I mean... Sheldon can play right there. That can stay. Murphy can probably go to the 5-hole. We'll have Conforto lead off. Fuck, might as well. Pache. I mean, I just need someone that's going to get on base. Laureano, well, fuck, throw Laureano there. And we'll lead off Laureano, Conforto, Brown, Murphy. We'll do Pache. We'll do Pinder, actually, then Pache. And yeah, that's good enough. Like, literally, we have no good hitters. So it's like, whew, it's going to be tough. Very much going to be tough. We don't really need to worry about the no DH. Alright, I have fixed up the lineups. We got Roman Laureano hitting leadoff. Then Conforto, Sheldon Noose. I think that's how you say his name. I'm not sure. Seth Brown, Sean Murphy, Chad Pinder, Christian Pache, Tony Kemp, and Kevin Smith. And then it's basically the same, just slight changes. Obviously, top five's the same. Kevin Smith's just a 6-hole, and then a little bit of changes there. Pitching wise, who do I want to start off the season? Blackburn. I want Blackburn to be our #1 pitcher. I think that's quite obvious. He'll be the opening day pitcher, then Irvin, then yeah, literally everyone else. It's gonna be fucking terrible. This team's trash as shit. I mean, whew. I mean, alright, let's just look at the contract situation that we got. Oh, wait. Oh, actually, I do want to see our head coach. So, Mark Kutze, he's shit. He'll be gone at the end of the year. Simple as that. Christopher Ray, he's not a bad hitting coach, so we'll probably keep him around. Third base, we have a pretty good third base coach, so okay, that's good to see. Let's just see who's getting paid the most on this team. All right, it's Conforto's getting the most, and Laureano, and yeah, literally no one else is getting. Literally, I don't think anyone else has a contract besides Conforto for next year. So this team next season is gonna look completely different than what we got now. Yeah, it's gonna be something. Literally everybody needs a contract. Okay, well, ain't that gonna be something, people? Okay. So this is going to be very interesting. Prospects, do we have any? No, we don't have any in the top 10. Okay, so that's just fucking fantastic. We don't even have any within the top 25 or whatever. Alright, so it's going to be a long-ass rebuild. It's going to be tough. It's going to be... Oof, we're in it for the long haul, people. What can I say? In the next episode, we will take on the Angels on opening day, going against Ohtani and Trout in the Los Angeles Angels. So it'll be something... Yeah, we're going to play throughout this series, and it's gonna be painful the first season with how bad this team is. It's gonna be fucking painful, and I don't claim to be a very good MLB player, so it's gonna be really brutal that first season. But hey, we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it and do the best we can do. We're gonna do the best we can, and we'll see what happens. Maybe we pull something out of our ass and maybe be like the third worst team in the league instead of being the worst. We'll see what happens, and hopefully we build something special. Be competitive. Just have a good product. Just be entertaining. That's all I can ask for. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you guys in for the